Back at it again. It is 2019. Happy New Year to each and every one of you people out there, and all the people here in this podcast right now. Ryan Lynch, Regi B, JJ, but also Niki's in here too. He might talk sometime during this podcast, but if we're lucky, he's currently in his vehicle, and every time he opens up his microphone, an angel loses its wings. But hey, he'll probably talk a little bit later in the podcast. But the reason why we're here, it's 2019, Chunk Podcast. We're talking movies, the entire year's movies. We got a little list here, and we want to introduce something that we're going to be doing more frequently this year, and that's going to be movie review podcasts. And we're doing a little thing called Movie and a Podcast. It's going to be really fun, and we want to lock down movies throughout the entire year. One a month, at least one a month, we'll be doing movie review podcasts where we get on, we'll talk about maybe the first 5 minutes or so, what we've seen from these movies, like whether it be just trailers or just reviews that you might have seen already, and then we'll go actually see the movie or go watch the movie, come right back and record our review. It's going to be really fun, and I've got the entire list of 2019 movies. I'm ready to go down it and pick a single movie every single month, and it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be something that we've been focusing a lot on sports recently at the end of the year in 2018. And we're going to dive into 2019, doing a little more movies, a little more gaming, and try to balance it out. So I'll stop talking because I've been speaking for 2 minutes already.
About time.
I know, it's about time. But here we are. We'll start off with January because that's where we are right now. There's only a few movies that might even be worth a damn. But the upside, I actually just saw a recent trailer for. Replicas, I've seen a trailer for, and then Glass, we've been ready for since the middle of last year. That's the three movies that I think might be halfway decent, or at least on the radar for January. Does anybody have any words to say on where they think we might go for this month, I guess?
I'm going to guess that we're going to go see Glass. I'd like to say, JJ is going to be there, but I know JJ will be there in spirit, and JJ will do his due diligence in watching.
Yeah, I know we do our best to try to get to the movies. I know, JJ, you don't really go to the movie theaters as much. I don't think a lot of you guys really go to the movie theaters as much as most people, I guess. But we're gonna do it. Damn it, this year we're locking down. We're gonna go see some freaking movies, and we're gonna come back and review them. I think January, obviously leading out, it's the only one we've been hyping. Glass is probably the no-brainer pick for January. I should probably just write it down. But these other two movies, they at least were halfway interesting.
I want to vent a little bit about the upside.
Okay.
I think it looks very dumb, and it looks like very predictable. Because I just feel like that storyline has been written in so many different movies, just like different, like they just have different roles for people. Like I feel like Kevin Hart's gonna bond with this guy, and like the guy's gonna leave him his money, and then Kevin Hart pretends that he learned something at the end. And I feel like it's going to be super corny, so I'm not going to watch the upside.
But here's my thing about this. When I saw this trailer, it's Kevin Hart, it's Bryan Cranston. It actually, to me, looked like it has the potential to be a really good movie with Kevin Hart in it. You know what I mean? Like, good acting, I guess I should say. A movie where Kevin Hart kind of flexes his acting muscles as opposed to just being loud and being traditional Kevin Hart. But I think it's going to be pretty decent. I think it's going to be, when it comes out, the people are going to see Kevin Hart as a better actor. That's why it interests me, because I do want to see a movie where there's a little more seriousness to it that actually has Kevin Hart in it. And I think this is what we're going to get from it. It's probably not going to be the best movie in the world. And you're right. You actually laid it out. Put your prediction on what you think is going to happen, because I'm pretty sure the way you laid it out, I could see it happening.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's gonna happen. Like he meets this guy. Kevin Hart's like poor-ish. This guy's like super rich, and like as he takes care of him, they bond together. And then the guy leaves him like all of his money, you know, after he dies, because he's already like super sick or whatever.
Yeah.
And like Kevin Hart like pretends like he learns a big lesson, and this is what you get when you take care of people. You get $1 million or something stupid.
Okay.
I don't know. It just seems like it's going that way. I hope it doesn't, but I'm not gonna watch it anyways to even find out.
Here's the twist. Instead of him dying at the end, Kevin Hart's going to like slap him on the back after he tells a good joke, and he's going to be cured. of his
Oh,
quadriplegia.
wow.
That's a twist.
That would certainly be a twist I don't think anybody would see coming. Obviously, when they're
And
in a
then-
movie like this, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I
and then we
mean,
find out that Kevin Hart has superpowers and is going to be in Glass too,
He's got upside.
healing superpowers.
No?
There you go.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no.
if Bryan Cranston doesn't, pull the "you're goddamn right" line out,
Yeah.
I think it's a waste.
Okay. All right. Listen, I think we've already done way too much on the upside, so we don't have to do a review on that because I think Regi already predicted it, and I'm actually going to go see it. I'm going to check it out. So if that's the case, I'll be the first to admit it on the next podcast. I'll be like, Regi was right. He nailed it. He might have actually
Thank
been a
you.
co-writer for the actual movie. But anyway, moving down the list, Replicas is another one I saw. Only because it's
Trash.
Keanu Reeves, I put it on this list. But I feel like I can predict this movie as well. Here's the little plot line here. A scientist becomes obsessed with bringing back his family members who died in a tragic accident. And when I say replica, if you've seen the trailer, they're literally taking like their being out of these bodies and putting them in these replicas, like these robot replicas, right?
That sounds cool. It sounds like Black Mirror mixed with like.
It
The
does.
Matrix.
It does. But my thing on this, if you see the trailer, it's got cheeseball and corny kind of written all over it. I kind of feel like it's gonna bomb, but I feel like I can predict it, right? They go in the entire movie. He becomes obsessed with bringing back his family members. So I'm thinking early on, you see him doing tests, failing, not doing that well. He's trying to get it to work. And at the end, he brings back his family. But turns out the twist is going to be he was a replica the whole time. He actually died in that car accident. That's what I'm
deep.
thinking. Anyway.
That would be crazy. That would be nuts. See, that makes me want to see that.
Okay, well that's just you made me want to see Upside though with your bland. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, we shouldn't be doing this for every single movie because if we do a review, well, I don't think we're going to be doing a review. We're going to wind up picking the third movie on this January list. Glass is a no-brainer. If you've seen Unbreakable way back when, which by the way, if any of you guys haven't seen it, you need to see it before you see Glass. Well, you need to see Split too as well. Because I guess they're tying, M. Night Shyamalan's tying these worlds together, despite the fact that Unbreakable and Split were like 10 plus years apart. But if you haven't seen Unbreakable, you got to check it out. It's like a really cool, almost like a real life, like gritty, like if superheroes were in the real world, just very discreetly. You know what I mean? Like how would it happen? It's just really fascinating to me. And I think Glass is going to be the way to tie both movies, that Unbreakable and Split together. It's going to be fun to watch.
So you're saying it's like Hancock.
Kind of, but not as cheesy and horrible. You know what I mean? Hancock was just I don't know. That was an interesting movie for Will Smith, but
That was a good movie. It just wasn't
It
as
was-
like realistic as Unbreakable and
Yeah.
Split were.
Hancock was a fun movie. I'll give it
Yeah.
fun. I don't know if it was good, but it
It
was
was so
definitely
good.
fun.
I've seen it like 8 times.
Okay, I mean I watch bad movies too. It happens. But okay, so we can move forward. January, I think we're for sure going to lock down Glass. So this month we're going to do a movie and a podcast for Glass, and we've already done enough.
Oh, we're doing
prep on it.
Glass?
We're going to do Glass. Yes. What do you mean?
I mean, when? What date?
Oh, we'll pick it. We'll pick it at a later date, but it'll be obviously by the end of January. It doesn't release until the 18th, so we have at least a little bit of time to prep for it. But we'll get everybody together and we'll definitely go see that movie. So January is Glass. We move forward to February. Here's what we're looking at for February, and I got to tell you, it's one of the weakest months for me at least. The Lego Movie 2, Alita Battle Angel, and How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World, which I think is like How to Train Your Dragon 4.
I think it's 3. I'm a big How to Train Your Dragon fan. Number 1 was an epic movie. 2 was good. I think this is number 3.
I maybe remember seeing 1. I honestly haven't watched a lot of these movies. I didn't think it was bad. I don't think How to Train Your Dragon is bad. I just haven't caught up with them. I just feel like I'm way too far behind. I don't know what it is. But the other movies, I've seen Lego Movie 1. I thought it was pretty fun. It was a good movie. Like, when I say good movie, it means about the same as Reggie saying Hancock's a good movie for me. But the Lego Movie I thought was fun. It was a different take on Legos and animation. The Lego Movie 2, I hope they're just trying, it seems like a cash grab. I feel like they're just like, let's get them all back together. The story was fun. But Alita Battle Angel is interesting to me. It interests me probably more than any of them in February. If you've seen the trailer for this one, it's like this robot girl fell from the sky. Dude finds her like parts or whatever, puts her together, and like raises a robot as a girl, like an actual human. And then it kind of hits the fan where she turns out to be this lost. I don't know. You just got to watch the trailer for it. It looks pretty impressive. Like as far as like CGI and like a world building. I think it's got potential to be a pretty decent movie, and to me, I think that's my pick for the month of February. I don't know what you guys think, but I kind of feel like
isn't that movie like she's like CGI and everyone else isn't?
Pretty much, yes, but it's not bad looking CGI. Like, I mean, it doesn't take you away from what's happening. I think it's pretty good. It looks decent.
It looks like it has some legit action parts, which is kind of cool. You got some familiar faces in it as well. The thing that gets me is her eyes are real freaky. I don't know.
Yeah, she's got these like huge anime eyes. It's definitely weird. But I mean that kind of is to allude to the fact that she's not an actual human. You know, she looks different. She's not a human being. You know,
it looks like the face is like a real girl, though.
Yeah,
like
it is
a real actress. But like, why is she CGI the whole time?
Because she's a robot. I don't know. I mean, it's just the way to do it. Especially in a world that's that massive. They're obviously paying big money for CGI. That why not just make the main character CGI?
So in this world, she's like a robot with like a robot face.
No, she's got a normal human face.
But she's a robot, and everyone knows she's a robot.
Yes, because she's very, like, her arms are exposed at all times. It's not like she's trying to, you know, hide that fact that she's a robot. She's just was raised by this dude. Anyway, that's just my pick. I don't have to get too much into it. Alita Battle Angel, I think, to me, is the most interesting movie out of this list. What do you guys say?
I'm going to go with How to Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World. Lynch, have you seen any of these How to Train Your Dragon movies?
I have seen the first one. I believe I've seen pieces of the second. I actually have a cat that looks kind of like the dragon.
Oh,
as weird
that's
as
adorable.
that is. But I would vote How to Train Your Dragon as well.
Okay.
Because I feel then we get the family audience as well.
That's true. That's true. I don't blame you. What about Lego Movie? I mean, Lego Movie is pretty much a family movie.
Trash.
Trash? You think it's trash? I didn't think Lego Movie was trash. I mean, it's Chris freaking Pratt. The dude freaking owns the world right now.
It's all about money, man. It's all about money.
I don't know.
It's going to be a no for me, dog.
Come on. Okay. But that's
I think we're probably going to need Niki to be tiebreaker because I actually would vote for Alita Battle Angel as well.
Okay. So we're 2 for 2. Is Niki even still awake?
Ready to kill some angels, and I'm going to go with Battle Angel. I had no interest in watching any of the three, but now I remember the trailer after you described it. I'm probably
Well, he cut out, but he's probably gonna. So listen, that's your answer then. I guess we're gonna go see Alita Battle Angel, guys. Sorry, you gotta
Alita Battle Angel.
Yes, there it is. So I think we're gonna. I know it's not necessarily a movie that you guys probably would be even remotely interested in seeing, but that's to me the best part is being roped into movies where you may not normally watch, and then your review of it is even better because you're like, this is either.
So I have to see this?
Yes, man. Yes, that's the best part. That's the best part.
Is someone paying for my ticket?
Sure. If you come down here, listen, we have a theater here. It's like $6, man. It's $6 a ticket. So it's right here. We'll figure it out. It'll be okay. So we're gonna see.
I'm gonna need a chunk scholarship to see this movie.
Okay. I can't wait for the review afterwards. You're just gonna be like, "What in the hell did I just watch?" Okay, so I'm marking it down, Alita Battle Angel, and you can all blame Niki for it. We're going to go to March, where we've got four movies I thought were kind of worthwhile, at least of mentioning. The first one, Fighting With My Family. I had not heard anything about this, but I saw it when we were looking through the coming soon, and it is obviously Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And
I'm sick of The Rock.
No, they can't be getting rock burnout. Here's the story here. A former wrestler and his family make a living performing at small venues around the country while his kids dream of joining the World Wrestling Entertainment, like the WWE.
Awful.
So it's based on a true story, and it's got Dwayne Johnson, it's got Vince Vaughn, and it's got a bunch of other wrestlers like The Big Show, that Sheamus dude. I don't know, there's a bunch of other like wrestlers that are going to make cameo appearances in it, but it looked like it had potential to be moderately decent. I don't know. And
Is Rafiki in it?
I have no idea. Probably. I don't know, man. Who knows? It could be anybody.
I think it's good. I mean, it could be good. I don't know. But this month is so strong. There's 2 other movies I really want to see before I definitely see Fight.
Yes. Okay. So that we mentioned that. Let me just go down the list. I just had to explain that one. The other ones I don't think need much explanation. Captain Marvel, major. Obviously, it's the next movie. This is the first movie after Infinity War, right? No. They did the Wasp. Ant-Man and the Wasp.
The Wasp was before Infinity War.
No. Ant-Man and the Wasp I think was after Infinity War because they had the post-credits scene where they turned to dust.
Yeah. I guess it was after. I guess it was the same time, really.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It wasn't based after, but it was released after. So Captain Marvel is allegedly going to tie Captain Marvel into this universe and probably give us a little more insight on how she's going to make her appearance in Avengers Endgame, which we're going to get to in the following month. But so Captain Marvel in March, Us, which is Jordan Peele's not a follow-up to Get Out, but it is his second movie, directing and producing and all that stuff. So he will be making. Did you see the trailer for Us? Oh my God!
Yeah, it's actually interesting. I mean, you don't really see Black families as the main characters in horror movies, so
Yeah.
it's definitely it would. I imagine it would definitely have a different perspective on how people would react.
Yeah,
and
sadly
behave.
enough, I haven't, and I'm ashamed to admit it, haven't finished Get Out yet. But
Trash.
I know. Listen, I'm not happy with myself, but I'm going to be doing it here. By the end of, I'll actually probably go do it this weekend. Who knows? I'll finish Get Out. I've only seen like half of it, and we stopped it halfway through. But I'm gonna finish it, and I did see the preview for Us, and it does look crazy. Is it gonna beat out Captain Marvel for our podcast review? I don't know.
No, I think Us. I think for me, it's a little bit too scary. It looks scarier than Get Out.
Oh, it looks
So
gruesome. Yeah, it looks pretty rough.
I'm gonna
Those
go
are
with
fucking
Captain Marvel.
awful.
Wait. But I haven't said the 4th movie from March.
You're right.
Have you heard of Dumbo? No, nobody. Nobody's interested.
Dumbo's gonna be really good.
Dumbo, it's Disney's live-action version of Dumbo, and they're gonna make a buttload of money because it's Disney, and it's a classic. It's a Disney classic being remastered
Tim Burton,
in
too.
live action. Oh, Tim Burton's gonna make this movie look wild. But yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna wind up seeing that too. But for March, I'm pretty sure we're all going to wind up seeing Captain Marvel, and that's at least my vote. Does anybody have any differing votes for March?
I have a differing vote just because we're gonna go see Avengers Endgame next month. I believe that we should see Us.
Ooh.
I do believe that Niki would be on my side as well. I honestly was blown away by the trailer as far as just the way it coincides with how today's society is, and I think it's got a very deep underlying meaning that I think Jordan Peele wants everyone to realize.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that people realize it and they don't just see it as a Black family is dying in a horror movie.
Yeah. Well, no, Jordan Peele is freaking crushing life right now. He's I don't know, he's awesome, and everything he touches is amazing. I mean, I'd like to see where he takes. I mean, he's mind. I don't know. I'm assuming he wrote this too. I don't know if he's the writer on this or not. Let me check. Oh yeah, he's directing and wrote it. Yeah, writer and director. So he's got a little twisted mind, but he's a very good director, and he made from what I've seen of Get Out, very good, and I'm definitely excited to see what's next for him. So I'm not shocked that you're voting for Us, because I think you kind of feel like everyone's going to wind up seeing Captain Marvel anyway.
I agree. And I feel it would present us with a unique disposition of doing a review on a different movie that isn't going to be, covered as deeply as Captain Marvel.
Yeah. No, I don't. I actually, you know what? You may have changed my vote on this, because we are going to listen. Just because we're picking one movie each month doesn't mean that's the only movie we're going to do. But I just wanted to make a calendar so we can have a roadmap of what you can expect throughout the year. I'm going to be seeing a lot of these movies, and maybe not every single one will become a podcast review, but just because there's there's multiple months here where there's going to be more than one movie where we're all going to want to see, and this is one of them. So I wouldn't be opposed to Us, and I would like to see Regi in a horror movie.
I'm gonna have my hands covering my eyes the whole time.
That's okay.
Yeah, see, I absolutely agree with your sentiment, Lynch. I definitely would want to go see a movie like that, but I hate horror movies.
Thank you.
I don't like paying money to shit my pants.
Exactly. Like I want to go be entertained and have a good time. Why am I gonna go pay money to be scared?
Okay.
So I think I'm probably actually going to vote for Captain Marvel.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe Lynch and I could do one on the side then for Us if we want to do that. I think Us should certainly have a review podcast. I think we should definitely do it.
Yeah.
But I think on the calendar, as far as like notoriety, maybe we put Captain Marvel. But Us is definitely something that we're going to put on the undercard. I guess we could put on there.
I think there's going to be a couple months here where we see several different movies. So
yeah, absolutely. Lynch, are you okay with that? You okay with maybe just us doing it? Us going to see Us?
I don't think I have a choice at this point. I think I've been outvoted.
No, we're gonna do the podcast no matter
I'll
what.
be there.
Where,
Sounds
Niki?
good. I appreciate you,
Niki,
Niki.
Are you trying to see Us or Captain Marvel? Niki.
I think he's
Marvel
trying to.
movies always win for me. I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna be there for us as well.
Okay, this guy's pulling double duty. All right, we don't need y'all anyway, man. We got 3. That's fine. Kristen might show up too. Who knows? We'll see. She'll definitely be at all. I mean, whatever we wind up choosing for each one, Kristen will obviously be there as well, and on the podcast. I'm not sure she'll be at the horror movie though. I'm not sure. But to be fair, I actually don't really like horror movies to begin with. But I don't get really scared by them. I just because I can't detach myself from the fact that it's a movie. You know what I mean? Like I'm in a movie theater. I just know I'm watching a movie, so I literally just watch it as a movie, and for some reason I can't get into the mindset of it.
Weird.
It might be different for us, but for like, you know, all these, I don't really watch a lot of horror movies now that I think of it, but like The Nun we went and saw, it didn't really, I don't know. I just can't get into that atmosphere. But so I'm going to write down Captain Marvel and Us for March, and we're going to cash that check when the time comes. Moving on to April, this one is a jam-packed month here. We're leading off on the 5th is Shazam is finally released. DC's Shazam will get released. Pet Sematary will also be released that weekend, the remake of Pet Sematary. Hellboy the following weekend, which is I always forget that dude's name. I literally have the man.
David Harbour
in the remake of Hellboy, which I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about it. I don't really like the way his face looks either. if I'm being completely honest. But that also releases on the 12th of April. And then on the 26th, the end of April, the movie we've all been waiting for.
Ooh.
Avengers Endgame. We have to see the resolution to the Infinity War and how that all played out. Literally, after the snapping, everybody, like half of the world is dead, and we got to see how that plays out and how they tie that all back together. I'm assuming Captain Marvel will have something to do with it, considering the fact that she's got a movie coming the month before. So this one, obviously, I'm not even going to really debate it. Avengers Endgame is going to get written. Is it written down or wrote down?
So this is like the end of the whole MCU, right? Well, not the end of the MCU, but like the first generation of the MCU, I guess, right?
I think it's gonna kind of be the bridge to the first Avengers and open up into more of like a cosmic Avengers afterwards. I think it's gonna get a little more outer spacey. So for April, I'm going to write down Avengers Endgame, but I do also want to see Shazam, and we probably will be doing a podcast on that as well. The other two, again, if we're going to go see Us, I'm not going to go see Pet Sematary. I'm going to be honest with you. Probably won't check that one out.
I'm not watching
The
Shazam,
worst.
Pet Sematary, or Hellboy.
Pet Sematary is the worst nightmare.
Yeah, it just... I don't even think about animals dying in the first place. I don't want to think about them coming back to life to haunt me and murder my family. I just not my thing. I don't know. It's weird. So April's pretty easy.
We think it's gonna be trash.
You think Pet Sematary is going to be garbage? It probably will be.
No,
but,
Hellboy.
Oh, Hellboy's going to be trash? I liked the original ones, but I don't know.
This is nothing like it.
I don't. It doesn't.
I
it
saw
doesn't.
the trailer and I'm completely not sold on it.
Yeah, I really don't like the way they modeled his face. Like, and it seems shallow because I mean, obviously Hellboy is such a good-looking man, but No, the way he made
his voice doesn't match.
Yeah, he's hideous. His horns are literally on his forehead. He's got the hairline of LeBron James post surgery, post hair plugs. It's just not. It doesn't work for me. Anyway, we can move on to May. This one is another jam-packed month. We're looking at Pokemon Detective Pikachu, which no brainer for me. I'm definitely going to see that. The preview that we saw, Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu is awesome, but the world that they're building, I just want to see live action Pokemon. Obviously, there's CGI, but that world, I want to see it in action more and more. I mean, we're getting closer and closer in the video games, but the world is going to be really fun to see.
I was so skeptical of it at first, and then I saw the trailer, and I was like, man, I'm going to have to actually go see a movie.
Don't make me go. No, yeah, so that's going to be definitely on our radar. John Wick, all you John Wick fans out there, if you haven't seen John Wick 1 and 2, freaking blew me away. They're awesome. The first one was kind of a surprise, I think, for a lot of people, the way it became successful. But their world building, I mean, it's not CGI world, but just that whole like underground, like assassin type deal that they have going on. John Wick, to me, I got to see the resolution. I'm pretty sure they're going to wrap it up with Chapter 3. And I'm definitely excited to see that one, too. Disney is releasing their live action of Aladdin. I am not excited for this one. It just has train wreck written all over it for me.
I mean, I know we shared the movie poster, and I know there was people that were less than thrilled to. That's the easiest I can say.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of it has to do with Will Smith's the genie, and I think we're gonna get a blue genie. But just seeing Will Smith just wearing that outfit as Will Smith, like is it gonna be another movie where Will Smith plays Will Smith dressed as said character? You know, I just don't want another movie like that.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, I know I'm going to end up seeing it slowly because
absolutely.
Then wife will, she is a diehard Disney fan. Will end up seeing Dumbo as well, and then I'll throw my piece of Aladdin review.
No, for sure. I mean, listen, we're gonna go see this movie. Obviously, I mean, it's Disney remaking. To me, Aladdin. I think Aladdin or Lion King might be my favorite Disney movie of all time. Like just animated wise, they're right up there, and they're both coming out this year, so that's a pretty awesome time. I just hope it doesn't ruin Aladdin for me. I don't want it to ruin it. But
I think the only movie I'm going to see that month is going to be John Wick.
That's it. You don't want to see
pretty dumb.
You don't want to see Pokemon Detective Pikachu?
And you guys can let me know how it is. If it's good,
or Godzilla?
Oh my goodness!
There's like 18 different Godzillas. They're all stupid.
No, but Godzilla. This is a sequel to the most recent one, which was.
And this one's got King Ghidorah in it.
Yeah, it's got the full shebang.
Give me John Wick and more John Wick. That movie's sick. Everything else, meh.
Okay, wait. But here I put Brightburn on this list because that's releasing May 24th. Not a lot of people are hearing about this, and it's not a DC-affiliated movie, but it is legit, like, the plot. It basically is if Superman was bad. Like, if Superman was found by a bad family and he was raised poorly, or he just had a bad upbringing, here it is. It says, what if a child from another world crash-landed on Earth, but instead of becoming a hero to mankind, he proved to be something far more sinister?
That sounds sick.
It does sound like an awesome concept, and it's something I probably will wind up seeing. It's just not getting a lot of heat as far as like promotional right now, but I don't know why. But I think when the time comes, I'm gonna check it out for sure.
But I mean, it's labeled a horror movie, just so you guys know.
I know.
All said that you don't like horror movies.
Yeah, I don't want to watch like The Omen if that's what it's trying to be.
No. Listen, I'm gonna go see it, obviously, but it's just because of the plot. It just seems like it's Superman if he was bad, and obviously he's probably gonna slaughter people. Whatever. If that's what I got to sit through, I'll sit through it because it's close enough to Superman. That's why. But I put it on the list, and not a lot of people probably go see it. We may not even do a review podcast, but I just wanted it to be on people's radar that it's a thing.
It sounds interesting.
Yeah, for sure. The Godzilla one, King of the Monsters, I'm gonna check it out. Definitely. I'm not a huge Godzilla fan. To me, the best one was the Matthew Broderick one, like the late 90s. I don't know why I love that one so much. But they did reboot it, and they have crazy CGI nowadays, so it's going to be interesting to see that massive monster fight. And I put on the list Rocket Man. Taron Egerton is doing basically he is Elton John in this movie. It's the story of Elton John in Rocket Man. So that's going to be another one. It's going to be on the radar as well. I don't know that we're going to do a review one on that, but it is going to be an interesting movie, and it's probably going to make a lot of money.
So I just want to say I'm watching this trailer now for Brightburn, and
Me
I'm
too.
fully on board.
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
That's good. Then maybe we'll do a little side pod for that one. Who knows? We'll put it on our radar. But if we had to pick one for May, locking it down guaranteed.
Is that the Avengers? Is that
No,
May?
for May, it's Pokemon, John Wick,
John Wick.
Aladdin, Brightburn, Godzilla, and Rocket Man.
John Wick.
I'm going to go see John Wick for sure, but I think my vote has to be Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
Same.
I agree.
Okay. Overruled. Sorry, Reggie. You had a good run. I'm going to write down Pokemon.
Yeah.
But no, listen, it's not like we're not going to go see John Wick, though. I mean, I'm going to put that. This is a crazy month for movies, and I'm going to be seeing a buttload that month for sure. So moving on to June, we have Dark Phoenix, which is it's basically, I don't know, they're just holding on to the X-Men franchise. I don't know how or why they're doing it. I think at this point, after Logan, I think that was a good time to kind of wipe the slate clean and maybe reboot it or give the rights back to Marvel. Maybe put them back in the MCU. I don't know. I'm curious to see how this movie plays out because X-Men 3 that had Phoenix who went dark, you know what I mean? The Dark Phoenix didn't do very well. And I don't think people are really as attached to these X-Men movies, especially now that Wolverine is not in it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be, I don't think a lot of people are going to go. There's not going to be a lot of good reviews for this one. I just got a feeling. The Secret Life of Pets 2. Were you guys a fan of the first one, or did you even see it?
I did see that one.
That one, I think The Secret Life of Pets 2 is basically just taking Kevin Hart's animal and making it the star of the movie. I'm pretty.
Which animal was that?
He's like the rabbit.
He was like the crazy rabbit. I'm pretty sure all the
Oh,
promos
was he?
I've seen have been him, like his character. Just I don't know. It seems like another movie to just kind of placate Kevin Hart. They're like, Kevin Hart's hot right now. Let's make this movie again and make it, not. I don't think it's mainly about him, but he's going to have a bigger role in this movie. The other one,
mean,
what's that?
Let's be honest. Just cut to the chase, Doyle.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Men in Black. The next one is Men in Black. I'm not cutting right to the chase. I got to talk about Men in Black International. This title, both the movie confuses me. The title confuses me. I was under the impression that the Men in Black were already international. I thought it was almost worldwide, perhaps galaxy-wide. I know they're protecting the world. So why does it need to be called Men in Black International? As if they were only operating in the United States. It doesn't make sense to me.
Maybe they're trying to be like funny, like a little ironic.
I don't think they were.
I thought that maybe this was a prequel.
No. It says, the Men in Black have always protected the Earth from the scum of the universe. In this new adventure, they tackle their biggest threat to date, a mole in the Men in Black organization. And and if you watch the preview, they have nods to J and K from the originals. So it is post original Men in Black, and that's why I don't know. This has like Ghostbusters reboot written all over it. I don't know. It just feels bad to me. I don't know. I love Men in Black just as much as the next guy. I have all three of them in my movie collection, and sadly I'm probably going to go see this. I'm just not expecting much from this movie. And to wrap June up, Toy Story 4, which it's a no-brainer. They probably should have stopped after 3. I don't know where they can go anymore. Where are they going to go with Toy Story 4? Is he going to have like a day job? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, dude.
he's like,
See, I'm not sold on Forky. That's so weird.
what are you talking about?
That's the new character. Did you not see the picture?
No, hold on. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like this made-up toy. It's like a fork with.
Oh yeah. I saw it. It was in one of the like. Wasn't it an after credit of like one of the things too?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm gonna go see it. But...
Yes, obviously, but I don't have much expectations for any of these movies actually in June. I mean, as far as money and box office, Toy Story is going to crush, obviously, but I'm just curious to see where they take the story. Like, where are they going to go with it anymore? Like, I don't know. It just seems kind of drawn out to me.
Yeah, but I mean, the third one wasn't bad.
No, it was awesome,
just
but
as good as the first two.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that was the perfect, like, wrap it up. You know what I mean? Like, it was done there. Like, I don't know why they got to resurrect him again.
It's all about money.
Obviously, it's about money, but it just makes me sad. So let's pick one for this month. I mean, is it going to be Toy Story 4? Is that the one we're going to be doing the review on?
No.
No?
I'm going Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. Who? I mean, I don't know where I'm going to go with this. I'm not picking Secret Life of Pets, obviously. I'm not picking Men in Black International. It's between Dark Phoenix and Toy Story 4.
Dark Phoenix.
Niki says Dark Phoenix. Come on. I gotta pick Toy Story 4. It's a monster, and I'm still gonna go see Dark Phoenix, but I am not excited about it. I
will see it and I will not like it.
That's the thing. X-Men they're like one of my favorite. Like, if you gave me MCU and X-Men, I mean, granted, right now, I mean, obviously MCU's crushing it, but there was a time where I loved X-Men movies more than I loved MCU movies, and I would have chosen X-Men. The time is not now. I think they need a fresh start, and I don't think this is it. But I haven't seen it yet, so I'm gonna pick Toy Story 4.
Toy Story.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Toy Story as well.
Toy Story. Lynch settles the tie. So if you're gonna write anybody, write Lynch and be angry at him. Okay, but we're still gonna see Dark Phoenix. Obviously there is a desire to see it, but I'm not ready for it. I feel like I'm gonna be disappointed. It's gonna leave a bad taste in my mouth. July, we're going to get Spider-Man: Far From Home, The Lion King, and a movie that I saw called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It was a star-studded cast. I threw it in there. Margot Robbie and Leonardo DiCaprio. It seems like they have to be in every movie together. It's just kind of like mandatory. But it's also Brad Pitt, Dakota Fanning, Kurt Russell, Al Pacino. It's a star-studded cast, and it says
Dakota Fanning's like, she still acts.
Yeah, every once in a while. I think she was doing like Broadway or like plays for a while. But it said the plot of this movie is a faded TV actor and his stunt double embark on an odyssey to make a name for themselves in the film industry during the helter-skelter reign of terror in 1969 Los Angeles.
It's a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah, it's going to be
really Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
I'm all in on Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty interesting. I had to throw it in there. That when you have that crazy of a cast and Quentin Tarantino, it's going to be interesting for sure. However, will it be the highest grossing movie over Spider-Man: Far From Home and The Lion King? I freaking doubt it. Okay, so we obviously can't really say much about Spider-Man: Far From Home other than the fact that Jake Gyllenhaal is booked to be Mysterio, and we're going to see Mysterio for the first time on the big screen ever, I think. And then obviously Lion King you're going to get to see for the second time on the big screen as a live-action movie. So, which my question is, with Lion King and talking animals, and that's literally all that's in the movie, there's not a single human, how is it considered live action if it's literally animation and CGI the entire movie?
I don't know, man. Just let it be and just enjoy it.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy it. Obviously, Lion King's freaking awesome, but I will probably cry during it. But that's, we won't talk about that. Okay. So we're going to pick this movie right now. I'm going to pick The Lion King. I'm going to pick The Lion King.
Wow.
Let's go.
You people are crazy. Spider-Man or nothing.
I'm going to see Spider-Man. The reason I just want to put on the calendar diversity. You know what I mean? I want to.
We're already seeing Toy Story.
That's like as if that's like we're slumming it.
And us.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. These like.
I'm gonna go with the sleeper. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because I know I'm gonna see Spider-Man anyways.
Yeah. Are you gonna see Lion King?
If you guys tell me it's good, I'll watch it.
Oh, okay. All right. So we literally have a vote for every single one of these then, right?
I mean, all these ones are pretty good.
Wait, Lynch, what's your vote?
The Lion King.
The Lion King. Niki, is Niki even still in here? We're going to need a vote here. Spider-Man: Far From Home, The Lion King, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
If you've ever heard me on a podcast, you know I'm going to pick Spider-Man.
Yes, obviously he's going to pick Spider-Man. Okay, so Spider-Man will get. I'll write Spider-Man down, but I'm going to actually see all three of these movies that month. I'm definitely going to see all three of them. I'm curious to see what Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, how that plays out. It's going to be fun to watch.
Not going to lie, 2019 looks studly for movies.
It's
Was 2018 this good for movies?
I think if you look back, 2018 was pretty solid as well, but it doesn't. I don't know. This as far as like big budget movies, 2019 is looking pretty solid.
Yeah, Disney blew their wad essentially in 2019 as far as their live action remakes.
I just feel like I've never looked at a list and be like, wow, there's a lot of movies that I actually would be interested in seeing.
Yeah,
JJ's gonna see more than one movie in a year.
I know.
it's gonna be
Well,
amazing.
It took me so long to see Infinity Wars and Spidey and Venom.
Too damn long. Well,
Yeah.
Venom you could have waited on. You probably could have waited for VHS on Venom, but
But I think the next month in August, I'm probably not gonna watch any of those movies.
oh yes.
To be honest.
August is a weak month for
Fresh.
movies. Here we have Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. It's a spin-off from Fast and Furious, and they had to hammer it over your head to name it. Hey guys, it's Fast and Furious presenting Hobbs and Shaw. To me, that's going to be a garbage train wreck, and I think they only made this movie so they could hold on to The Rock, like to Dwayne Johnson, and kind of placate him to like be like, listen, we want you to be a part of this franchise, because I think him and Vin Diesel were going at it. From what I heard, him and Vin Diesel do not get along, and the fact that they made this spinoff is getting under Vin Diesel's skin. You know, it's like, wait, you're making a Fast and the Furious movie without me? You know what I mean? Like he's I don't. I guess
And
that's
then
what.
Tyrese got mad
Also,
too
Tyrese
because
had a problem with that too.
Yeah,
he did.
yeah. See,
'Cause he was mad that he's doing a spinoff and there's no like original cast members besides The Rock and then what's his name?
yeah. Well, yeah. It's
It's
Jason
funny,
Statham. Jason Statham.
yeah.
I freaking love that guy. But yeah, I mean, well, it wouldn't be a spinoff if they brought the entire cast back, though. That's where they need to stop getting butthurt about. I mean, obviously they're just doing a cash grab for Dwayne Johnson. I mean, the dude, he could star in a movie where, I don't know, let's just say he's a hockey player who turns into a tooth fairy. He could do that and make money. But so to me, this seems like a cash grab. The New Mutants is a little interesting. It's an action horror sci-fi movie where they literally are taking X-Men characters and probably just making them the crappiest characters known to man, just to make a horror movie that's tied to Marvel somehow. I don't know. Did you guys see anything about that?
Yes, I saw the preview. Is it any X-Men that people would know? I feel like it's not any relevant X-Men.
Nah, I mean, it's not. They did go deep down. I mean, other than JJ, if JJ doesn't know who these characters are, then I don't know. Magic, Wolfsbane, Cannonball, Mirage. I think I've heard Mirage.
Cannonball.
Magic. I don't know. To me, they just wanted to make a horror movie, and they're like, how can we make people interested? Marvel's hot. Let's get those characters. You know what I mean? It seems interesting, but
Yeah, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. On the whole month.
the month is butt cheeks. But I know
You probably could get away with, I don't know, watching 2 in July, and then
Let's
Double
see a
dip in.
July movie in August.
no. Here's the deal,
or
though.
we could watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and then just release the episode in August.
No, guys. I mean, I'm sure we'll wind up. I'm sure. Well, listen. If we did Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it gets released on the 26th of July, so we probably wouldn't release the podcast until August anyway.
Whoa! Hold the phone.
What's up?
Hold the phone.
The third one on the list.
You know what else is coming out in August?
Artemis
Live
Fowl.
action Dora the Explorer.
No.
Yo,
No,
Dora the Explorer.
I did not put that on the list because I'm not excited to see a sexualized Dora the Explorer. I just feel like they're gonna pick like this, like it's gonna be awful. I just feel like it's gonna be awful. They're gonna pick this like adult Dora, and it's just gonna be this very strange. There's not a lot of like information about it. And I honestly don't think it's going to release in this month. I think that's going to be one of the movies that gets pushed back, maybe forever, hopefully forever. But in August, what the last movie?
Like what JJ said, I feel like the next 2 months are a little bit stronger, so I feel like we could just say it's a no.
No, I cannot. I have to write a movie down.
All right,
and Artemis Fowl, we didn't even mention it.
Here's the one you go with.
Yeah,
Angry Birds 2.
I'm down.
Okay, I mean, if we want to watch, I haven't seen. I didn't see Angry Birds 1, but Artemis Fowl is the third movie in August that I mean I haven't read the books. It's Disney. I don't know. Does that interest anybody?
I liked the Artemis Fowl books actually as a kid, but I just watched the trailer and I was not impressed.
You checking out? Yeah. Okay. So then I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna write something down. I guess. Don't make
Not Fast and the Furious though.
So then New Mutants then?
I'd rather see Artemis Fowl.
Okay, and then I'll write.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's get on the Fowl train.
All right, Artemis Fowl, you dorks out there who no, I'm just
Just
kidding.
give
Who
Disney
read
more
books?
money.
How dare you read a book? Okay, we're gonna go on to September and we're gonna bust through these. Well, September's pretty weak, but there's a good movie in it. It's called It Chapter 2. And again, I don't do horror movies. It, to me, I was watching the first one and I thought it was hilarious. I mean, it was like there was a good balance of comedy and horror, but I just couldn't take it seriously. I couldn't take the character seriously. But to me, I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good movie, and I am excited for Chapter 2.
Me too. I'm not big on scary movies, but I watched it, and it was like a good scary movie.
Yeah.
You know?
It was tolerable.
Thing
I could
is-
get through it.
I also heard that it's not that closely tied to the original.
What, did you not see it?
I haven't seen the remake of it. I
Ooh.
watched the original.
Oh,
and
the
that's
original
why
is tweaked,
I have
man.
refused
Yeah.
to watch the remake.
You should-
because
It's the remake's almost like it's basically Stranger Things meets a crazy killer clown. Like I don't know. It's pretty fun to watch though. It really wasn't like, except for there was some weird disturbing parts that I was like, who does this? Bullies really do this? Anyway, but other than that, it was pretty good. I thought. You should check it out. I think that's really probably going to be the only movie that we're going to wind up seeing. The other movie I wanted to mention, it's an animated movie called Spies in Disguise. And when I read you the plot to this movie, you're going to be like, oh my God, I need to see this movie. When the world's best spy is turned into a pigeon, he must rely on his nerdy tech officer to save the world.
it's a Will Smith movie. I'm down.
Will Smith is animating
Will Smith
Lance
as a
Sterling.
pigeon.
Yeah, it's
As a spy.
Will Smith, Tom Holland, Rashida Jones. Yeah, it's not a bad little DJ Khaled. I'm out. Oh my God, there's a character.
Oh,
DJ
no.
DJ
Another
Khaled
one.
voices a character. I am out.
Another one.
Another one
I am
off the
definitely
list.
not ever gonna watch this movie.
Another one I'm not going to watch.
Yeah, that's so
Another
bad.
one.
Oh. Okay, so September will be It Chapter 2. That's easy. We
Yeah.
can move on. October, it's a little more jam packed, and there's some gems in here. Joker, which apparently is not related to the DC universe, which is to me a mistake. But they're making a Joker movie. It's just, I guess it's going to be a little bit darker, and it's going to be about Joker, and I'm going to assume how he becomes to be Joker, which we haven't really seen a lot of, other than Jack Nicholson back in like the early '90s. Zombieland
Is there
2.
a trailer?
I don't think there's a trailer yet. Is there? I think I've seen some photos. There's just been pictures.
Well, there's a sort of trailer, not really a trailer. It's just like a showing of it, but
Yeah, there's
it's
just
supposed to be
teaser
a origin
pictures.
story.
Teaser pictures of it right now, and it does kind of look weird, but it does look very dark too. Zombieland's getting a sequel, and it's supposedly coming out in October. Zombieland
Ooh.
2, they're bringing back the original cast, and they're
Zombieland 1 was sick. I love that movie.
I loved it, dude. It was awesome. It was fun. It was the way that they did it. I mean, it didn't feel like a traditional zombie movie. You know, it was a comedy, but it was just playfully done. I think it was cool. I hope they do the same thing in the second one. I don't know if they brought back the same director or not, but I don't think it really matters. I do want to go see this movie for sure. Are You Afraid of the Dark? You may remember Nickelodeon's like late night Saturday program, Are You Afraid of the Dark? They're making a movie, and it's coming out in October, probably right around Halloween time. That's probably why they're doing it. But all we know about it is it's a feature film based on the Nickelodeon series Are You Afraid of the Dark? Did you guys ever watch that?
So it's
I'm
their
down.
answer to Goosebumps?
Well, Goosebumps tied in all the stories that they've done and into one movie. Are You Afraid of the Dark was like Twilight Zone for Nickelodeon watchers, like kids, basically.
Dude,
Was that the one with like the superhero and he ended up being a bad guy and he melted in some acid or some shit?
I don't know. Well, every episode was different. It was just like these dorks sitting around a campfire telling a story. You know what I mean? But they were pretty. There was some pretty tweaked stuff on there. It was like '90s I don't know. They got away with a little more tweaked. That it was just weird stuff that they would show. I remember like turning off that show and being like legit scared as a kid. So I'm probably gonna go see it just for nostalgia purposes. But I mean, I doubt that's gonna be the big box office winner for October. And then we have A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers. That's all that's all that we really have from that movie. It's basically just the life of Mr. Rogers and how that all came together as played by Tom Hanks. So
I heard the documentary that they had on Mr. Rogers was pretty good.
yeah, I heard yeah, it's getting good reviews as well, but I'm probably not going to watch. I'm not going to watch that. I was never really a big Mr. Rogers fan. I never really watched a lot of that as a kid, but I mean the dude freaking transcended decades. So, I mean, he obviously had a crazy career. So for this month, what are you thinking? A Joker, Zombieland 2, Are You Afraid of the Dark, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Lock in your votes now.
I'm probably gonna say the first three. I'm not gonna take a stance. I'm gonna see if I can drag my then wife to any of the movies. I'm gonna go to Joker, Zombieland 2 for sure. And then Are You Afraid of the Dark, like you said, for old time's sake.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my vote on Zombieland 2. I love Zombieland 1, and I'm excited to see the follow up to that. I mean, they're bringing back the original cast. I mean, it's been what, almost 10 years? It got to be at least 10 years, right?
It's been a while. I'm gonna watch Zombieland 2 for sure, and Joker.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see Joker too because I'm just curious on how they do that, and you know what I mean. Like, it's gonna be sad because if I like it and if I like his portrayal of the Joker, I'm gonna be sad that it's not in the DC universe. That's what's upsetting. It's Joaquin Phoenix, by the way, who's playing the Joker, and Robert De Niro's in this movie. What the hell?
What?
Yeah, I guess Robert De Niro's in it. I did not know that. So
he's like old Joker.
yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Well, then would it be? They're not gonna do like a full life cycle of the Joker, I don't think.
Jesus
Never know.
Christ.
Who knows? I don't know. But I'm putting down Zombieland 2 for October, and I am going to go see The Joker, and I'm going to see Are You Afraid of the Dark. I don't know that Are You Afraid of the Dark, unless it surprises a lot of people, I don't know that that's going to get a podcast. We'll see. After we watch it, we'll definitely have to make that call. In November, we've got a live-action version of Sonic the Hedgehog.
No.
I don't think the world is ready for this. To see Jim Carrey playing Dr. Robotnik, the bad guy in Sonic the Hedgehog. It's going to be a very interesting take. I don't know. I feel like this movie might get pushed back too. It's in November. It's supposed to be released on the 8th, but that's the first movie. The other one is going to be Kingsman 3. I don't know if you guys have seen the Kingsman movies. First one was awesome. Second one was okay, and I'm hoping the third one isn't a meh. But if they can bring it back to that little world that they built too with the spies and everything, I thought was pretty awesome. So I am going to see Kingsman 3 for sure. And Disney released... did you know that they were releasing movies in 2019? Frozen 2 is going to freaking explode the world. I mean, Frozen 1 did it already. I mean, the crazy numbers on Frozen 1. But at the end of November, right before December, Frozen 2 will be releasing for Disney. Where is our vote going to be dropped on this one? Which one are we going to do a podcast on? For sure. Like, we got to put it on the calendar. Sonic the Hedgehog, Kingsman 3, Frozen 2.
I say Sonic.
Yeah, I guess Sonic.
Sonic.
Whatever.
Okay, cool. Because this is good. Because I have a bad feeling about it. I just think it's going to be bad. So I'm excited to then, if it is bad, come back in here and just rail on it for like a good 30 minutes. I definitely want to do that. So
Dude, I can't believe they're making a Frozen sequel already.
Well, it's been a few years, man. It's been at least like 4 or 5.
It's been a minute.
Disney usually waits longer to make sequels, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Frozen's kind of demanded.
Yeah.
And it's also one of those, I feel like it's one of those that you can't really wait on. And it wouldn't surprise me, if we see a Moana sequel within, the next 2 years as well.
Yeah, when Frozen 2 comes out, it would have been 6 years.
Dang.
Since it was released.
It doesn't feel that long.
It definitely doesn't because it's lived on for this long. Yeah.
I've never even seen Frozen.
What?
Let it go. Let it go.
Never seen
No,
it?
don't let it go. You grab it by the reins, man. You got to watch it.
Is it good?
It's pretty solid. It's pretty solid for a Disney movie. I mean, it might not be your cup of tea, but It was a freaking moneymaker for a reason. Well, other than the fact that it was Disney. But anyway, so we're writing down Sonic. I'm definitely going to see Kingsman 3, and I will likely see Frozen 2. But Sonic is the one we're going to do the podcast on in November, if we're all still alive. In December, to wrap up 2019, they have an untitled Jumanji sequel. So, and that's the most recent Jumanji, the one with Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, who was all awesome in that movie. So it's just called the Untitled Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle sequel. That's allegedly going to release in December on the 13th of 2019. I think this is going to be a movie that gets pushed back into 2020. I don't think the fact that it's untitled, and I mean they're getting the cast together right now, but if they haven't shot anything yet, I can't imagine it's going to be ready by the end of the year. You know, if they haven't started shooting. So I guess we'll see.
It's The Rock and Kevin Hart though, so you know they'll try and expedite it.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's not like they're busy or anything. Star Wars Episode 9. We're going to get the wrap up to. Well, it's a sequel to The Last Jedi, correct? I believe that's where we're at in this. So Episode 9, they haven't really given another title. It just says Star Wars Episode 9 will be releasing in December of 2019. Obviously, that's going to make a butthole of loads of money, which is also Disney again. So, you know. They got
it says the
racket.
monumental finale of the Skywalker saga.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if anybody watched the last one, he did just disintegrate into the atmosphere. Somebody snapped him. Thanos hit him with the snap.
Spoiler alert! I haven't seen the last 2 Star Wars.
Neither have I.
If you haven't seen it by now, it's hardly a spoil. And then to wrap up December, Masters of the Universe is also releasing the same weekend as Star Wars. That's a bold move, Cotton, for a movie to release. If you're not Star Wars on that weekend, I'm probably not going to go see your movie, to be completely honest. But JJ, you a fan?
Is it going to be animated?
He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe, goes against the evil Skeletor to save the planet Eternia to protect the secrets of Castle Grayskull. I don't know if it does it say. It's in pre-production right now. They haven't even started production. Is it going to be? I have
Honestly, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they even back up Star Wars into 2020.
I don't know, dude. They're notorious for having it. Like I'm assuming they got their crap in order. Star Wars and Christmas are like they go hand in hand.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they will meet that.
That
deadline.
might be the only movie that worth mentioning at this point.
Yeah,
that gets released in December.
I agree.
I want to throw one more out there for December.
Okay.
Here we go. Are you ready? Hear me out.
Probably not
this
ready.
This movie is starring James Corden, Jason Derulo, Idris Elba, Sir Ian McKellen, Taylor Swift.
Is it James Bond?
Cats.
Cats.
The musical.
The musical is getting a movie. Yeah, I did not put that on the list. That's weird. I don't know why. I just didn't feel like it was going to compete. So if anybody would like to vote for Cats, please place your votes now. Nope. Okay. I didn't think so. All right. Star Wars Episode 9 is my vote. It's a no-brainer. I want to see the end of this little saga we got going on. And I believe, from what I heard, I don't want to spoil anything because, I mean, it's been publicly released, but Rey, the actor who plays Rey in this little trilogy, she apparently is not signed on to do more Star Wars movies after this, and apparently she's not on board to even bring her character back. I don't know what's going on. I think she just doesn't want to be. She probably
it's the end of the Skywalker saga.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, and she's the main character of these, pretty much the main character of this trilogy. For her to just say outright that she doesn't want to be back or she's not going to be back, that's kind of a big deal. So we'll see. Maybe they're going to kill her off. Who knows?
I feel like Star Wars ended at Episode 6, and then now it's just like a money grab.
No,
I'd rather see a movie about Luke Skywalker after. Oh, there's my dog.
There it is.
All right.
He did not like that. Did not like Luke Skywalker. No, but listen.
Did not like the hot take.
Here's the deal, though. We've already got a Solo movie, and Disney's basically already said you're going to see a buttload of Star Wars movies coming soon. Like, they're going to do movies about everybody. Chewbacca's going to get a movie. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to see that little, like, weird creature that was sitting on Chewbacca's dashboard get a movie. I don't know. It's going to be interesting because, and I think they're going to oversaturate the market because, honestly, Solo wasn't that good. I wasn't really a big fan of Solo. Rogue One was good, but completely unnecessary. It tied together, kind of like the forgotten like the original three, like early 2000s Star Wars, like the episode 1, 2, and 3. It kind of bridged the gap between episode 1, 2, and 3 into the original trilogy. Their timeline's so whacked, but it was not necessary. But I am kind of glad I watched it. It was good. Rogue One was good.
I think honestly, what always bothers me about Star Wars is that there's so much opportunity to build on their lore, and the movies just never really get too heavy into it. I don't understand.
Yeah,
It's always really like shallow issues that they're dealing with.
that's true. I mean, they've done a little more. I mean, in these recent ones, I would admit they've done a little more character development, but it's not great. But they're at least making an effort to show some sort of backstory with some of these characters. But I think the beauty of the original Star Wars was there wasn't much. They didn't tell you much. It was just like, here are these people. Here's what's happening. Watch this. You know what I mean? Because they were all about like, look how cool this looks. It's in outer space. It looks awesome. But I think over time they're realizing that that's what people want, especially in 2019. They want to care about their characters. That's the biggest flaw in a lot of these movies is they just make movies just for fun, and they don't really do a lot of character development. If you don't do that, no one's going to stick around for it. But anyway, for December, I'm voting Star Wars, and we can wrap this podcast up. But what are you guys voting? Obviously,
I'm not watching any of those movies.
no, you're not going to watch Star Wars.
I'm probably going to go. I would probably vote Star Wars, but if Masters of the Universe ends up being a live action, I would probably put that on as a secondary one to go see.
Okay, I do. That would be awesome. Yes, I'm curious. I don't know. I doubt it would be animated, right? Like, why would they do that? I feel like it's going to be live action. I'll have to look a little more into that. But for me, it's Star Wars, and that's going to be that for me in that month. I've already wrote it down, guys. There's really nothing else you could do. No, I'm kidding. But obviously, we're going to go see a little more movies. So for the 2019, let me just write down the number one movie we have for each month. I'll just say it out loud. January, we have Glass. February, we're going to see Alita Battle Angel. March, Captain Marvel. April, Avengers Endgame. May, Pokemon Detective Pikachu. June, Toy Story 4. July, Spider-Man Far From Home. Or no, what is it? Is it Far From Home? Far From Home, right? Pretty sure that was the name of it.
Far From Home.
Yes.
They're
Okay.
in Europe.
Oh, interesting. August, we're going to get Artemis Fowl. Jeez, oh, Pete's. I'm going to go to sleep in August. September, we have It, Chapter 2. October, we have Zombieland 2. And November, we have Sonic the Hedgehog. And December, Star Wars Episode 9. That is what you can look forward to for sure in 2019. We're at least going to do the reviews on all those movies. And that's not all we're going to be doing. So it's going to be movie and a podcast. We're going to start off talking about it like kind of like what we just did with every single freaking movie. And I probably could just copy and paste it. And then we're going to watch it, come right back, give you guys our quick thoughts about it and our immediate thoughts right after we see the movie. So that's going to be really fun in 2019. So be on the lookout for that. To stay up to date, you want to follow at the Chunk Pod on Twitter, on Instagram. Find us on Facebook. Give us a like, follow. Whatever you can do to stay involved, it's going to be awesome. And just so you guys know, you can listen to the podcast pretty much anywhere podcasts are found. Just click, like if you're listening on an inconvenient platform right now, first off, what are you doing? You're messing up. Second off, go to your convenient platform and search for The Chunk. Follow us there, and you can listen to us all day long for whatever reason there. We're going to be doing a lot more gaming and movies in 2019. Sports, obviously, we'll be doing that as well. So we're definitely going to be excited for 2019, and hopefully you stick around with us. Guys, thanks for sticking around to this entire podcast. We're over an hour now. It's past my bedtime.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. All right, Regi, Lynch, Niki, I don't even know if you're still there anymore, but listen, if you are.
I'm here. I'm finally home now, but I mean, I got nothing else to say, so
Wow.
YOLO.
Hey, there he
I have
is.
a question.
Okay, what do you got?
For these movie nights, are we gonna wear our Chunk t-shirts?
Well, duh. I mean, are we certified movie reviewers if we don't wear our Chunk shirts? Come on, dude.
I guess
That
not.
makes sense.
Yeah.
You got to wear our jerseys to the theaters when we watch this. Anyway, would it be weird if I took a little pen and paper in there and just kind of like jotted down notes as I was watching a movie?
I think it's illegal.
Wait. Pen and
Really?
paper? I'm not recording the movie.
I
Speedwriter.
think
He's just recording every line.
Yeah,
I think it's frowned upon.
I'm
though.
transcribing the entire movie as it's
I
happening.
think, I think
Now-
it's frowned upon.
Okay, well, I may do it. All right, yeah, because they'll probably flash the light at me and be like, "Stop recording the movie," and I'll be like, "No, I'm just writing down the entire dialogue." Anyway, it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited to do a little more content that's gonna stick up a while and we can listen to it. And I'm excited to hear the feedback. Obviously, we'll put some polls up on our Facebook page to get some feedback from people. And if you guys have questions, or we're actually gonna be, I didn't mention it yet, but these are just the movies that are coming out in 2019. I'm actually I plan on doing a little more throwbacks too, like movies that I may not have seen that were kind of big, or maybe they were awful, they were like horribly reviewed. I'm going to go back and maybe we can take suggestions from some people who are listening. That would be awesome too.
Chunker suggestions. I love it.
I want just whatever movie you want us to suffer through, by all means, email us, message us, wherever you can get us. We will gladly take your suggestions. And looking forward to 2019. It's going to be an awesome year for the Chunk, and just I think for the world in general. I think we're in for a good, especially for year-end movies. JJ may actually go see 2 movies next year, so that's really all you can ask for.
Really is. I mean, there's just so many video games to be playing that it's hard to leave the house.
Some games are movies, but anyway, let's get the hell out of here. It's bedtime. All right, thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you next time on The Chunk.
Yeah.